This is the Triton drive-away lightweight air awning. It's a drive-away awning because it can be pitched, connected to your vehicle. When you want to drive away, you can disconnect from your vehicle, leave the awning standing, drive away, hence it being called a drive-away awning. This is a premium lightweight awning. What I mean by that is that it has all the performance of a premium awning, but it's a lighter weight fabric. This fabric is called Hydrotech Ripstop. It's a very opaque material, as you can see, but it's very strong. We've added strength for the ripstop in there to ensure that it's resistant against damage. But it's lighter than a heavyweight fabric, but you still get the performance of the heavyweight fabric, which means it's extremely UV resistant and it won't fade. Neither do you ever have to recoat it. The durability of that coating means that it doesn't need to be recoated unless you clean it with an awning cleaner, in which case we recommend that you reproof it after that. It gets a 10,000mm hydrostatic head, which means that this material will not leak and is very, very waterproof. On top of that performance against the weather, it also acts against condensation. The way it helps protect itself against condensation is that the coating on the outside stops water getting in. Any moisture on the inside is soaked up and actually soaks into the material itself. When that water or that moisture soaks into the material, it is held inside the material rather than forming droplets on the outside, which stops the condensation. Then during the day, that naturally dries out or runs down the material back into the ground at the bottom, so you don't get dripped on, removing that condensation issue. The awning has ventilation panels all the way around and in permanent ventilation panels in the ceiling. You can see we have ventilation panels, 4 ventilation panels in the ceiling, and we have ventilation panels on 2 of the sides. On this awning, all the sides can be zipped out, so it can be used as a standalone gazebo in the garden if you wanted to. Plus it means you can move the panels around to get the configuration that you want. There are 2 different types of panel. First of all, you have the vented panel, like this one. So you can see you've got a vented panel here and here. So you can roll the windows up on the outside to expose the vents. And then you have a standard panel, which is windows. Window here and window here. You have 2 panels of each. So you have 4 sides in total. And you can put those panels whichever way around you want to get the best airflow. All of the windows have zip blinds. Zip blinds are extremely easy to use and extremely good. Here's a zip blind. All you do to use it, run the zip up. Done in seconds. Complete coverage of the window, all the privacy you need, nice and neat. Also, with a zip blind, it means you can use it to any height. So you can have just a small window at the top if you want to. You can use it halfway down, like so, or you can zip it all the way down to the bottom to expose the whole of the window. This allows you to get complete unobstructed views all the way around this awning if you want to. All of the sides can be used as doors, and these are what these tie backs are. Here's a door on the front. It's already been tied back. You simply roll the door to the middle and tie it up using the tie backs as so. This allows you to have a doorway on any side of the awning, giving you more configuration options as well. How you connect it to your vehicle is with the use of the tunnel. The tunnel is optional for the Triton. We do 3 different size tunnels going from 180 all the way up to 285. There's a zip on the Triton, which you can see there, and this is where your tunnel would zip on. You simply zip the tunnel on, connect the tunnel to your vehicle, and that's how you connect it to your vehicle. When you want to drive away, you simply unzip the tunnel and take the tunnel off your vehicle, drive away, leave the Triton there. It's a single inflation system, so you pump it up from one place. There's the inflation point for the Triton, and it comes with a full-size stirrup pump as it is there. All the beams are connected, which you can see in the centre, So it's one big system. So once you've plugged the pump in, you pump it up and the entire awning pumps up. With the Triton, you get a complete, fully tubbed ground sheet. What I mean by that is if you look at the sides of the Triton, you can see the Velcro that runs all the way along the side of the awning and runs alongside the entire awning. You get a ground sheet which you can just Velcro in place, and that gives you complete weather cover from any wind and rain coming from the bottom up. Some sites don't allow you to use those type ground sheets, some do. It's included with the awning, but it's optional for use, so you can use it whenever you want to. What you also get, if you look inside the awning, you'll find that you get 4 poles. These poles go on each side of the awning. They simply extend out into the pocket at the bottom and clamp in place. Take seconds to put in, and what they do, they give you extra rigidity and stops some of that bend and weave that you get when the wind gets up, because it's quite a high air awning. With that extra head height, it means even when you're inside the awning, I'm 6 foot tall and I've got loads of head height, so it feels nice, light and airy inside. With all the windows down as well, you're letting all that light in and out, so it's really, really comfortable. Added extra comfort are those zipped ventilation panels, which I can show you on the side. The ventilation panels add that extra comfort by allowing the airflow through whilst keeping the sun off you. So here's a panel already zipped up. If I simply undo the 2 tie backs and zip the panel down, that zips it shut. With those panels unzipped, it allows airflow throughout the awning. With the UV resistance built into the fabric, giving you a sunshade, it means inside the awning is cooler on a hot day, giving you extra comfort, making it nice and cool inside when you're sitting in there, hiding from the sun. To help make it more stable and rigid in the wind, you have storm straps all the way around. These come as standard with the awning. You have pockets on each beam to put the storm straps away. The way the storm straps work, they simply clip onto both ends. The top one has an elasticated connection as well, so even in the really strong winds, you get that extra give on the storm strap to ensure that you don't damage your awning for that extra give. And all you do, you peg the storm strap out into the ground, and that gives you extra ground anchorage on every corner. When you're putting them away, it's a simple case of simply just rolling the storm strap up, putting it inside the pocket, like so. Once it's inside the pocket, that means it won't get tangled in with the awning when you put the awning away in the bag. That is the Triton.